A motorcycle manufacturer expects to build 137,000 motorcycles this year, up from 126,000 last year. Find the percent of increase in production to one decimal place. So this is a percent increase problem. Remember, we talked about a percent of change as being the new amount minus the base amount over the base amount. Well, if the change is positive, if the new value is larger, then it's a percent increase. So I'll just go ahead and write it as a percent increase. If the new value is less, then of course it's a percent decrease. So the percent increase, it's always a difference up top. It's the new amount minus the old amount, all divided by the old amount. Now, if you want to say base amount, that's fine. I sort of like to think new and old, but the base amount is what it started out being. So if you want to call the old amount the base amount to be consistent with what we did earlier, that's fine. But in my mind, it kind of drifts, and I'm thinking the old amount, the original amount, is always the base. The new amount is what it changed to. However you want to think of it. In any case, it was up from 126,000, so 126,000 was the old amount. It went up to 137,000, so that's a new amount, and obviously the battle is won now if you're careful with the arithmetic. So you've got the new amount, 137,000, minus the old amount, 126,000, over the old amount, 126,000. So take your calculator, and when you subtract up top, you get 11,000. And then you want to divide that by 126,000. And that comes out to be 0.0873. Now make sure you take enough decimal places so that when you change it to a percent, you'll be able to round it off to one decimal place. Remember, this is a decimal value here. It's not a percent. In order to convert it to a percent, I have to move the decimal 2 places to the right. So that becomes 8.73%. But they want me to round it to one decimal place, so I'm only going to round it to there. So to one decimal place, that becomes 8.7%. In addition to being careful with the arithmetic and setting it up right, you also have to pay attention to how it's asking you to round it.